We go to South America now, to Colombia, where some 5,000 rural residents who make up the so-called Agrarian Summit continue to mobilize, demanding from the government better conditions for development in the countryside.
Indigenous Afro-descendants and campesinos took to the streets of Bogotá to protest land concentration and the lack of support for agriculture. In the wake of peaceful mobilizations taking place this week, the protesters have been stigmatized, and indigenous people have been accused of being violent for carrying what the government deems as potentially dangerous sticks.
For us indigenous, this is a symbol of authority that is extremely significant. That's why we have to carry it all the time with us. That's what orients us and gives us strength, intelligence, and wisdom.
The systematic criminalization is precisely one of the most pressing issues for rural residents. Among their demands are proper land distribution and technical support and farming, also respect and guarantees for their leaders, movements, and social protests.
Here in Colombia, the state has always been dedicated to criminalize, accuse, and neglect the social, and that has been used as a practice to invisibilize the state responsibility in the decline that this country is experiencing.
For social movements and rural leaders, the recognition of their demands and struggles appears as a key issue, especially as the country is attempting to construct peace and reconciliation after more than 50 years of internal war.
If there's no respect for the different, and we don't realize that this country is a multi-ethnic, multicultural, with a high regional diversity and consequently with different needs and demands, then the armed conflict might come to an end, but the social conflict will remain, and people will always continue to struggle for their rights.
Right here in the Ministry of Agriculture, representatives of the Agrarian Summit continue to hold negotiations with the minister, hoping that this time the government will comply with agreements. Among those agreements are the guarantees for social protest. Natalia Margarita, Telesur, Bogotá, Colombia.